Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. Jay Brown, Club President. Just wanted to provide our last update before we have the annual meeting on December 5th. First and foremost, I want to send out a huge thank you to Peg Zarlingo and Terry Cummins and all the various committees that worked on the 50th anniversary celebration. It just could not have been any better. There was so much positive feedback. What a great event, and I hope we don't wait that long again to have another event like that to celebrate the club and the community. I also want to thank the staff. Anthony and the team worked hours and hours in planning and preparation for the event and the teardown afterwards. And then the following week, there was a two-day ladies member. We had the men's MGA opener. Saturday was the wine extravaganza. So the team, I can tell you, is exhausted. But they worked through it all. And if you see them, give them a pat on the back and tell them job well done. Just a brief update on the bunkers and the challenges we're having with the liners. John and his team are out there trying to cut out those liners where appropriate, redistribute sand where we can, and make those bunkers more playable. At the annual meeting, we are going to talk about what a more permanent solution looks like that we could execute on next year. So we'll be happy to share that information on December 5th. Speaking of the annual meeting, just a couple of things. We'll send out a notice next week that will give you the opportunity to submit questions like you would for an annual meeting or a town hall, and a little bit of an outline of the agenda so that you can get a feel for what we'll be talking about. And just keep in mind, it's not a town hall like we had in October. This is an official meeting of the board. We'll conduct some official board business, but we also have a good agenda to talk about the club finances, club operations, and the results of the last fiscal year and where we're headed as we go forward. So we'll get that out, and we'll allow for you to submit those questions. We'll have a top opportunity to have questions at the meeting, and also we'll have time for comments that we'll limit those to a couple of minutes, given that it's the annual meeting. One of the items on the agenda, of course, will be the greens, and talking about what happens this spring and the various scenarios that might play out. We've been in constant contact with Troon, and they came out a couple weeks ago. We've worked through some of the dynamics, and we're going to be anxious to share that with you at the annual meeting as well. So that will be one of many items on the agenda. And lastly, just want to encourage everybody to fill out the Vision 2035 survey. You should have gotten an email from the club and the community. It's the same survey, but if there's two people in the household, you both can fill it out. Really encourage you to do that. It's an important part of how we build the focus groups and things going forward for Vision 2035. As Mark Ohlendorf and I mentioned in our letter that we sent out, the information is anonymous and confidential, with the exception of if you chose to say that you'd like to participate in a committee, that information will come back to us. Otherwise, the rest of it is aggregated by a third party, and it's not seen by anyone related to Vision 2035. So anonymous and confidential with that exception. So please take the time to do that if you haven't. Certainly want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. On behalf of the board, thank you all for your support of the club this past year. And please travel safe, enjoy time with your family. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.